Is it just me or we are heading towards a global conflict soon? Neen, Archduke Ferdinand, 1914. Remember, it's election year in the US. So the fearmongering and disinformation is going to be at its peak. Global conflict. No. There are going to be more regional conflicts in the near future. Though, America is pulling back from being the world police, and there will be jockeying to fill the positions they occupied. The only major flashpoint that could threaten global conflict is if Russia rolls through Ukraine and then moves on to one of their actual targets, Poland or Romania, and NATO decides if it actually wants to be NATO or not. It's starting to feel like, when have we not been in a global conflict? Nope. The governments of the world will continue to peacock about and act like they have the biggest dick. But ultimately our economics are too intertwined to risk global conflict. The repercussions of global conflict could set the world back for a very long time. And no matter how big and bad you think you are, very few of the superpowers can survive without each other. We are in global conflict, it's just going to get worse. I wouldn't say global. It's mostly going to be around the Middle East. When isn't there? And Eastern Europe. The possibilities are very low. The strategy of most countries is already discovered, and not so many are willing to be involved in the conflict. Do keep in mind that the news benefits greatly from you returning to hear about the world leaders with their supposed fingers on the trigger. Creating and maintaining drama is how they make money. Not to say that tensions aren't high, but I would be skeptical and avoid doomer behavior. War isn't typically fun or good for any side. So starting a global one probably isn't on the agenda for most countries. I like to remember that we managed to diplomatically solve the Cuban Missile Crisis, an event that brought the world to just one person's approval to get to total nuclear war. I think we can manage this one too. It's just you. Somebody asks this sort of question basically weekly on one of these question subreddits. And none of them have correctly predicted a global war, US Civil War, or any other major conflict. Who knows? But we currently have the largest number of conflicts in the globe in decades. Probably. It will be all but assured if Trump is elected. He has already stated he won't defend Taiwan and will not fund Ukraine, setting the stage for larger conflicts. Russia wants all former territories. And so does China. And a lot of them overlap. Can it all be avoided? Maybe. Probably depends greatly on the ability of our leaders. Unfortunately, I don't think enough voters understand this. We will likely end up with ones that won't make the decisions needed to prevent the worst case. It is what happened in the other world wars as well. People tried to avoid it, thinking it wouldn't impact them. Which of course is seriously illogical thinking. It just makes you a future target because you are weak. I don't think so. I do think we are stumbling towards a catastrophic local event, either in the Middle East or possibly Ukraine, that will make everyone pause and for there to be a violent and probable fall of a regime. Probably in Russia. Or Iran. Iran are very much driving all the stuff that's going on, and they are pulling Pakistan in. I wouldn't be surprised to see a fall of their government due to a revolution. It would suit the West, as it would calm down the Middle East and cut off Russia from an important ally.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. YIRASKO is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.